Good morning, children. Now we move on to another new chapter. Alright. Now today I am not going to derive the topic. Like every day in every new chapter, I always derive the topic. I always ask you questions, isn't it? I ask you this, that, I ask you so many questions. And after asking the questions, I tell you the name of the chapter, isn't it? But today I am going to straight away give you the name of the chapter. And today's chapter is on. Before I write the chapter's name, let me ask you one question. I have the habit of asking questions. So let me ask you one question before I write the topic. You know where you go to when you go to the railway station? Have you been to a railway station? Yes. So when you go to the railway station, you see the railway lines, isn't it? You have so many railway lines, no? One coming from here, another railway coming from here, another coming from here, and they come and meet at a certain point, at one place. You have so many trains coming from here, railway lines here, some railway line here. Yes, so many railway lines coming here, another railway line. So they all come from different places and they meet at one certain place. They meet at this place. Alright, so many railway lines they come and meet. You know what is it called? Or in other words, if you have not been to a railway station, you cannot imagine. So if you have not been to a railway station, you must have seen roads, like here in Kalimpong itself, you have so many roads, Like have you been to the CK Chowk? Why is it called Chowk? Because in this there is a Chowk means a place. One certain place is there, alright, one certain area is there, and in this area what happens? One road comes from here, another road comes from here, another road comes from here, and another road also comes from here. So all these roads, they come and they join at one certain place. Like supposing when you call a friend, and you have a get together and you say, tomorrow we are coming at 10 o'clock, so where should we meet? Then you give a certain place, you give the direction, or you tell them where to come and collect. All your friends will know the place, the place which is very common, and everybody can come and stay in that place. Collect all get together and then you can go out, isn't it? So that place, CK Chowk, or you have one more place, right, going to Durpin side, So this place, a place where different railway lines come and meet, or different roads come and meet a certain place, that place, what is it called? Do you know anything? It starts with J. It starts with J. It starts with J. Any idea what is it called? It's called a junction. What is it called? Junction. So which is a common place where all the roads come and meet at this point, or all the railway lines come and meet at this point. This is called a junction. In railway station also it's called a junction. Alright. So this place where two things come and meet, it's called a junction. Two or more than two roads they come and meet, it's called a junction. Alright. So today's topic is on conjunction. It's called conjunction. Junction is a place where all the roads come and meet. Alright. So today's topic is on conjunction. The word junction itself is called a place to meet where different roads or different tracks come and meet. That's called a conjunction. So here today's topic is on conjunction. That meaning, so we are not going to have roads in this sentence. We are not going to have roads. Right? We are not going to talk about roads. This is just an explaining. I am explaining just to tell you, to make it clear what is junction. Right? But here we are not going to talk about railway roads, railway lines or the roads. We are going to talk about sentences. Alright? Different sentences. Two sentences when they come and then join. Alright? And conjunction, this word conjunction also helps to make the sentence short. Right? So, we are going to do, there are few only, there are few conjunctions. In class 3 you are going to learn, and class 4 you learn little more, it will be added a little more, and then when you go to 5, same thing what you learned in class 1, you went to class 2, few things were added, isn't it? And then it became little more, and the same thing whatever you learned in class 2, again you will be learning the same thing in class 3, but little few more will be added. Right? So, you should not forget what you learned in class 3, because you need the same thing, same conjunctions you will be doing, but in class 4 again. But whatever you have learned, in connection with that, again few will be added there, and you will have more conjunction to study. Alright children, so let's move on. Today in class 3 we are going to do only few conjunctions. Alright, so I am going to explain with the help of sentences. Alright. I am going to give you first two sentences, two separate sentences, and how I am going to join this and make one complete sentence. Alright. The band played music. Now look here. The band played music. This one sentence. Alright. We danced at the party. So, these two sentences, it has a connection. The band played the music and you danced in the party. Alright. So, these are two sentences. Alright. So, with the help of this conjunction word, one word, I am going to join these two sentences. Alright. Instead of writing two sentences means one full stop and again another sentence full stop. So, I am going to join these two and make it short. Not short means sometimes we can make it short, but sometimes we cannot make it short. So, how I am going to join is the band played music. I am going to remove the full stop, then add this and sorry. You can write this also. At the party, you don't have to write. So, instead of writing this two sentences, I can erase this. I can rub it and make one sentence. That means two sentences were there. I joined it and made it one. With the help of which word? With the help of this and. With the help of and. This word and, I joined the two sentences. Just as the roads, there were different roads, they came and joined in one place, right? The different railway tracks, they came and joined in one place. Same thing, the two sentences I brought together and joined it with the help of this word and. So, and is a conjunction. It's a word which is helping to join the two sentences, right? To make it one. So, and is a conjunction. Alright children? Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. And this word and also tells you that you have this and that. You have both the choices. You have both. This also you have. You had a party also. Alright? Sorry, where's the sentence? The band played the music and you danced also. So you're having two things all together at one time. Music also you're having and you're dancing also. So two things you are joining. You're having two things. This also you have, music also you have, and dance also you have. So and tells you about both the things which you can have. Both this also you can have and that also you can have. I can have tea and I can have coffee. I can have tea and coffee. I can drink tea and after 5 minutes I can drink coffee also. I can have, I will have bread and butter. Bread and butter. That means you're having bread also, you're eating bread also, and you're eating butter also. So you're putting the butter on the bread and you're having both. So both bread and butter, both you have. Right? So and tells you about this and that. Right? Helps you. So when you're choosing, when you're writing later on, when you have sentences, you have to keep this in mind. And tells you about you have this and that. Both the things you have all together. Alright? Okay. Now next, which should I give you? Okay. Let me use the same sentence which I just gave you. I can have tea. Right? Two sentences. Right? I can have tea. I can have coffee. Yes? So here you have a choice. Tea is a choice and coffee is also, tea is there and coffee is also there. So you have a choice. You have a choice. You can take this or that. You can take tea, you can take coffee, you have to choose. Right? So these two sentences, I am going to join them. These two sentences, I am going to join them, make it short. And with the help of the conjunction, another conjunction, I am going to frame a sentence which is going to be short, okay, and in one sentence. Right? So which word should I use in this? I can have tea. Then what is the next one? I am going to remove the full stop and then write or coffee. Now see, I can have. You don't have to write again and again, isn't it? So you can exclude this, you can remove this, these three words, you can remove it. There's no need. I can have tea or I can have coffee. You don't have it. Why? Because you already know you're talking about yourself, isn't it? I can have. Why to write? I can have. So what you can do? You can remove this. I can have this one. I can have, and you can remove it because you already have here, I can have. Alright. So you're going to, that way you can make a sentence short. Easy for you also. So how will you make it easy and short? By joining these two sentences, by writing I can have tea or coffee. So the word here, alright, the word here or tells you about the choices you have. You have choice of tea and you have the choice of coffee. You cannot have both. So or tells you that you cannot have both. If you say and, that means you're having tea and coffee. I'll have tea and coffee. If you write and, if you write this word and, that means you have to have both. You have to drink tea and you have to drink coffee also. And. But if I write or, that means you're choosing tea or coffee. You're going to choose one. So or tells you about the choice. Choice you can make. One of the choices here. You have so many, you have to choose one. So or is a conjunction. Or is another conjunction, alright? And or tells you about the choices. You have choices, you have to choose one. This or that. This or that. And in and, when I told you in the previous sentence, I told you and tells you about this and that. You can have this, you can have that, both at the same time. But or you cannot have both. You have to choose between this and that. Did you understand? That means you have to choose between tea and coffee. Did you understand? So or is also a conjunction. It's joining two sentences. Can you see this? There were two sentences. I joined it like the junction, how the roads join. It's joining the two sentences with the help of this word or. And or you write when you're choosing something. So when you understand when to write or, when to write and the other words, then it will be easy for you to write the sentences correctly. Alright, children? Okay. I hope you understood this. Now we move on to the next conjunction. Now next, which one can I give you? What is the sentence here? Here again you have two sentences. Rohan is clever, that means a very smart boy, clever boy, and Rohan is lazy. Rohan is lazy. Lazy boys, no? So Rohan is clever, yes, smart boy, clever, and Rohan is lazy. So I am going to join these two sentences and make it into one sentence, short sentence, with the help of conjunction, another conjunction word. Alright, we finished with and, we finished with or, there's another conjunction. So which word can I use this? If I write this, Rohan is clever and Rohan is lazy, no, it doesn't, the and doesn't go here in the sentence. If I say Rohan is clever or Rohan is lazy, no, that is also not correct, or lazy. You cannot choose these two. So which word can you use, which conjunction can you use to join these two sentences? Which is the conjunction? But. But is another conjunction. So you write, but is another conjunction which will help to join these two sentences. Alright. So but tells you about doubt. The word but, the conjunction but tells you about there is a doubt. Yes. So look here, Rohan is clever but, let me complete the sentence, but lazy. Alright. Rohan is clever, he's a clever boy, but lazy. If he had to be very hardworking, if he had to be very smart enough, then he would have been a topper in the class, isn't it? He's just lazy, he doesn't like to work, he doesn't like to study. But if he really works hard, he can be the topper of the class. Yes. So this is what it's trying to say about Ravi. So Rohan, sorry. So Rohan is already there. So you don't have to write this sentence. These words. These two words you don't have to write. Rohan is, because I have already written Rohan is. So Rohan is clever but lazy. So Rohan is a clever boy. Yes, he is a clever boy, but he is quite lazy. So see how I joined these sentences? It was pretty long. These two sentences are pretty long, isn't it? Two sentences. But see, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words you had in two sentences. But here, when I wanted to join these two sentences, how many words I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright? So these are the words. This but is also a conjunction. Why conjunction? Because it's joining two sentences. It's telling you about this Rohan, telling you something about this Rohan. So but is also a conjunction. And but tells you about doubt. He's a clever boy, but see, he's so lazy. Yes? I could have gone there. I could have won the match. But I missed the match. I could not go and play the match. Yes, I would have won the match, but I did not go and play. Yes, I would have come to the party, but I was feeling sleepy. So, but. So, there is a doubt. Alright, now see, you can join these two sentences. So, conjunctions also help to join the sentences and make the sentences short. Alright. Now let's move on to the final conjunction. The last conjunction you have here is, let me show you with the help of a sentence. Okay, now look at these two. Sweta was absent is one sentence. Sweta was sick. Alright. So you have to give a reason here. Why was Sweta absent? So why? You ask the question. Why? You ask the question why? Why? Why was Sweta absent? So when you ask the question why, then what will you say? Sweta was absent because. Why was she absent? Because she was Sweta was absent because she was sick. Alright, so this word because is joining, helping to join these two sentences and to give a reason. And the word because tells you about, gives you the reason why. Why did she do this? Why did he go there? Why did I do this? Why did he shout at me? All this, it gives you why, the question why. You ask the question why, and then you get the answer because. So this word because is, sorry children. So this word because is another conjunction. Sorry, what am I writing? So because is another conjunction. So because is a word which tells you about, which gives you a reason why. It asks, you have to ask the question why, and then you get the answer, and which is helped with this word conjunction. So because is another conjunction which helps to join these two sentences. See how I joined? I don't need to write Sweta. Sweta was absent, Sweta was sick. You don't have to write Sweta, Sweta again. You need, here you need a pronoun. Look here, Sweta I told you, no? Sweta, Sweta. So two nouns, Sweta, Sweta, you don't have to write. So instead of Sweta, this noun, I used a pronoun. You know what's a pronoun? He, she, it, he, him. Last time I did. So instead of writing Sweta, Sweta all the time, I changed it into a pronoun. Alright. So this is how you do conjunction. So conjunction is a word. I repeat children, today's topic is on conjunction. Junction means a place where many different roads or many different tracks or a place where different things come and meet at a point. Right? It joins this and that. Two things it joins together. It's called a conjunction. It's called a junction. Junction meaning a place where two things are, they come and meet together. So these are the words and, or, but, because. So here in class 3 we are going to learn about these only. Alright. So and, or, but, because are conjunction which helps to join two sentences and to make the sentence also short. Alright. So and tells you about this. When you're writing and, sometimes when I give you a question, sentence exercises later on, you might get confused when to write and, when to write or, when to write but, and when to write because. So here I'll give you a few tips like and. When do you use and? When you're having this and that. Both the things you're having together, then you use the word, this conjunction and. Or means when you're having a choice, this and that. You have a choice and you have to choose one between the two. Alright, between two things you have to choose one, then you use or. But means there is a doubt. This is there, but. So there is a doubt. And because you use when you have to give reason, when you ask the question why and you get why, and when you get the answer, then you use because when it gives reason. Because is when you give reason. Alright children, so this is all on conjunction today. I hope you understood and have a nice day.